Netflix just landed a brand new drama series, and it's bringing together two actors I absolutely love, Matthew McConaughey and Cole Hauser. Yep, that's right. These two are teaming up, and unlike our expectations, this time they are not in the Yellowstone universe. Instead, they are starring in a brand new sports drama. So let's talk about it. Now, unfortunately, the project doesn't even have a title yet, and Netflix is keeping most of the details locked up tight. After all, it is bringing two of the biggest names in Hollywood together. So, of course, it wants to make sure that it has control over all the marketing and build a proper hype for the upcoming show. But what we do know is that it's coming from Nick Pizzolatto, the guy who gave us True Detective. This means we are in for yet another dark drama that will shatter our hearts. I mean, let's be real. If you've ever watched that first season with Matthew and Woody Harrelson, you already know Nick knows how to craft a story that grabs you and doesn't let go. And even though seeing the names of Cole and Matthew was enough for me to get hyped, knowing that Nick is behind the project makes me trust in the entire thing a lot more. We also know that the new series is set somewhere in the world of football, though it's not clear if we're talking college ball or pro. Either way, it sounds like it's going to have that emotional edge we expect from Pizzolatto. The rumor has it that the show originally started off as a story about two brothers, with Matthew and Cole taking on those roles. I don't know about you guys, but to me, that feels perfect, because these guys really are like brothers in real life. They've been friends for over 20 years, ever since they first starred together in Dazed and Confused back in 1993. Plus, if you are a Yellowstone fan, you know that Matthew's name has been rumored to star in the franchise for years at this point, as somewhat of a relative to the Duttons. No, Cole's character Rip is not a Dutton, not through the bloodline at least. But still, if Matthew is ever to star in Yellowstone, he will be linked to Cole's character Rip in one way or another. So, in a way, this Netflix project is a gateway for these two talented actors to find their ground in working together before diving deep into the Yellowstone universe and its own complexities. Also, as I briefly mentioned, this isn't Matthew's first time teaming up with Pizzolatto. He absolutely crushed it in season 1 of True Detective. I still think it's one of his best performances ever. And the two of them tried to work together again on an FX series called Redeemer. That one didn't quite make it to air, unfortunately, but clearly the creative spark between them hasn't gone anywhere. They even reunited not too long ago for a film based on the Mike Hammer book series. So yeah, there's some serious trust and chemistry here, and we all know that when the creators and actors get along well in real life, things just go way more smoothly than they would otherwise. This is not the only project that the two actors are currently working on, though. For instance, Matthew's also busy cooking up a comedy with Woody Harrelson over at Apple TV+. That one's all about friendship and family and comes straight from the two of them being close for decades. And of course, Cole is about to jump into the Dutton Ranch spin-off with Kelly Riley, Annette Bening, and Ed Harris. That one is already being filmed in Texas and is expected to be released around March 2026. So both of these guys have a lot going on, but still, they carved out time to do this Netflix drama together. Now, another interesting thing is that we know the reason why it took so long for Matthew to star in the Yellowstone franchise is the fact that he demanded an astronomical amount of money. This is a franchise that hosted names like Kevin Costner, Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren, and more recently, Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell. I mean, none of these names would star in a TV show for any type of reasonable prices, that's for sure. In fact, at one point, Kevin Costner was the #1 name in the TV show that was earning the most per episode. So, it is clear that normally, Taylor Sheridan has no issue in breaking the bank when it comes to attracting his favorite actors into his shows. Thus, it always sounded weird to me that he was somehow unable to make Matthew happy when it comes to money. And now, it seems like while Paramount and Taylor were coming short in pleasing Matthew's demands, Netflix is very much capable of casting him in a project. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I find this very interesting. Either Taylor is allegedly being cheap toward Matthew, or Matthew is demanding more than usual money from Taylor, while he is fine with starring in other projects for a more reasonable price. Either way, I'm glad that we will get to watch Matthew and Cole in a show together, even if it is not in the Yellowstone universe as I would initially hope for. For more weekly updates, discussions, and analysis on the upcoming Netflix shows, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.